Doing well at home. Lee, what the fuck? Where
What's
you been?
up?
You don't call, you don't write, you lost 30 pounds, you're at 24-hour fitness 22 hours a day. Look at you. I don't even recognize you no more.
Well, that's probably because of the Green Hornet.
That's right. You're nice and high. No, but you look slim tonight. Give me a crab. Give it to me. Look at you. You fucking got muscles.
Muscles?
You're a savage and shit.
Trying.
We got my main man in the house, Dennis Hof. Legendary. Invented shit. And his beautiful girlfriend, Ava. How are you today, my love of my life?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You know,
We're glad to be here.
I'm so fucking ecstatic.
You disappointed the Bunny Ranch so bad. The hookers wanted to do you. When you were in Reno, they wanted you to come out and party with you. You'd have had girls crawling all over you.
It's true.
Look at the shit. I come in a minute and a half. There's 20 hookers. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to call them hookers. They're beautiful women. Why we call them hookers?
Well, you know, internally they call each other hookers. It's kind of a term of endearment, but working girls is the correct term. But the working girls wanted to do you.
And I wanted to do that.
They're fans.
I wanted to do that.
And they get it.
And I wanted to eat some ass. You know me. I'll suck your pussy with a straw. I don't give a fuck,
Nice.
Jack. I don't give a fuck. That's my world. I like eating that ass and that monkey and spanking you.
You're
and coming on your neck. I like all that freaky
You're an oral
shit.
guy.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love it. I love 69 and 82, and I'll hang you upside down and suck your uterus out. You know me. I'm a freak, Jack. I'm Cuban, Ava. We don't fuck around. We eat that monkey. There's part of the island that they believe in. They're abaquas. They're gangsters, and they don't eat pussy. Can you imagine that?
Idiots.
They're idiots. They don't eat pussy because they feel that
They're
if you
sad-
suck a pussy,
they're
you'll
sad
suck
women.
anything.
Yeah.
So these guys, there's a little group of guys in Cuba. They call themselves abaquas.
I did not know that.
And they can't be in a room with a gay man. They're such men. It's a longshoreman type organization. But they'll slice you.
They don't know what they're missing.
Exactly.
They don't
They
know what the
so
fuck they're
sad.
missing.
I mean, Ava can eat a pussy like unbelievable.
No, tremendous.
I'm a pro.
Unbelievable.
See, this is what we
Definite
needed
pro.
here tonight, Lee. Look at Lee sweating
Yeah.
profusely.
Already.
Well, you know what? You tell me Lee's working hard at the 24-hour fitness.
He is.
I think we need to get him working out at the Bunny Ranch.
We got to get him up.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a trainer
my
up there,
man.
and we'll get those girls. And here's what
A trainer?
we got a
Oh,
trainer,
yeah.
but here's what I'm thinking: if we get like 3 or 4 girls, hotties like Ava, and you can go to bunnyranch.com and check out Ava. She just shot for Penthouse. She's going to be in Penthouse. But if we had 3 or 4 girls, and we just kind of led them, got them in tennis shoes, and Joey had to chase them and said, "You're going to get some pussy in about a mile." Can you imagine this guy, how fast he'd run?
Oh, I could fucking run.
Yeah.
I was
Bunny
in
Ranch
Miami
What
once.
5K.
about Lee?
Lee could
Oh,
listen,
God.
for a fucking piece of pussy, Lee likes the little chick with a little meat to it.
Now, did you ever live in Cuba?
Yes, until I was 3.
I love Cuba.
You've been there.
I've been there many, many times.
Wow.
I used to go there a lot. I love it. And I remember the first time I went in there, I went to Cancun and took an old Russian beater, a Cuban airline plane over there. And when I got there, the immigration looked at me and my buddy, and I was with a thug, Crazy Glenn, a tough guy. And we went. They took us in this room, and we didn't speak Spanish, just a few words, right? And they wanted to know why we were there, and we just said, we don't believe our country. We want to see it for ourselves. And so they finally had a huddle. They let us in, and they went to stamp our passport. Like, no, because at that time you go to jail. Okay, so they put a piece of paper in it, and then they took the piece of paper and stamped the paper, and then you had that with you. But the communist dudes, they were following us everywhere. We're downtown. We're doing it. Every time we were with a girl, they'd call them off and say, "Hey, what are these guys up to?" And they were on it, and it was so interesting. And you talk about girls that like to fuck. These Cuban girls like to fuck. They like
And
to
they're
get
young.
down.
The big thing about Cuba is these junkets. When I lived in Boulder, there was these men that came through and they're like, "Can you teach us certain Cuban words? We're going to Cuba for food." And then I found out that it's these guys. They were millionaires. This is the beginning of the Viagra age, and they would get together and go down and just bang 16-year-olds, and they love it. And a couple of them left their wives and brought the fucking chicks back.
Yeah.
One guy left his wife. Fucking take the kids, the house, the snowmobile. It's over, bitch.
I'll tell
I'm
you.
going
Give
for
me
the
that
palm
Cuban
tree.
pussy,
Give me
yeah.
that Cuban monkey.
I would recommend that everybody go to Cuba, and I think they should see it because it's really the only chance you're ever going to see communism in action and see how fucked up it really is. Because nobody's ever going to North Korea except my buddy Dennis Rodman, and so I think everybody should go to Cuba just to see how it is, and also to see the transition. Because when Castro moves out of the place and it changes and becomes what it can be, it's going to be. I think the rest of the islands in the Caribbean suck compared to Cuba.
Well, listen, Fidel did a lot of bad things, but he also did a good thing. He kept that beach virgin. You can't put boats in that beach, supposedly. One end of the island, I forget.
Yeah.
That's why the water's so crystal clear. A lot of people don't remember at home. You'll remember Jacques Cousteau.
Yeah.
30 years ago, went to Cuba, and it was beautiful. Jacques Cousteau did a special about it, the water, what they have left for algae and the natural plants that we've destroyed here because of the oil and shit and the gasoline and the water. It's amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, look at why Castro's doing it, though, because he's afraid if you put a boat on, they're all going to get on the boat and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But I'd go. The girls take, and when they want to go to the beach in Havana, they go to Guaynabo, okay, and it costs like 7 cents on the bus, and you go to the beach there, and there'd be like 3 or 4 guys and like 400 or 500 hot girls, you know. And it was a phenomenal. I love Cuba. I think Cuba's great. I love the food. And there's a place down in La Cienega. I'd love to go to that Cuban
Versailles.
place. Yeah, fuck
Versailles.
yeah.
They got some good. They got
Best
some
chicken.
good-
How many times have we been in there, Hal? Had that chicken. Yeah.
The garlic chicken. Hal's from Newark. He
Yep.
knows some real fucking Cuban food. They got some good Cuban food in that
Yeah.
area here. Here we're now. How many brothels do you have?
Well, here's what happened. I started partying there in 76.
Where?
At the Bunny Ranch.
Okay.
Called the Moonlight Ranch.
Moonlight Ranch.
I moved to Reno. I was in the gas station business, had a bunch of gas stations. So I met a girl, started dating her, and she finally told me the truth. She was a hooker at the Moonlight Ranch. So she said, I want you to see it. And so I went out there and saw it. And I said, well, this is kind of cool. It's kind of normal. And it's legal. And so I was trying to be open-minded about it. And like the second time I went out there, here comes this guy, Andy Kaufman, and his partner, Bob Zamuda, the founder of Comic Relief, who's having a very sad day because Robin Williams killed himself today. And so I met them, and Andy, they lined up the girls, 28 girls. And Andy couldn't pick a girl, and Bob's like, pick one. Come on, fucking pick one. I'm watching this. He says, no. He says, I can't hurt anybody's feelings. I will pick a girl, and I will party with her. And in fact, I want to pick 2 girls. And I want them to wrestle each other, and then I'll whoever wins I'll have sex with, but I will party with all of you in the next week because I'm playing at Harrah's at the lake. And so I met Kaufman, and we became friends, and Bob, and I started hanging there a lot. In about 78, Kaufman says, you know what? It's because prostitution worldwide is get in, get up, get off, get the fuck out of here. That's just how it is. Kaufman said, let's buy this place, turn it into our den, and treat everybody like you and I are treated. Me, because I was a boyfriend. Kaufman, because he was a giant celebrity. I mean, at the time, Saturday Night Live, he was everything. And Taxi, it was huge. It was much bigger than a sitcom comic nowadays because there wasn't many of them. And so I said, wow. So we started putting our notes together, our ideas together, and I tried to buy it, couldn't get it done. Kaufman died in 84, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, vegetarian, died of cancer. And I kept working and got it in 92, bought it, and I just took the playbook that we came up with and turned it into the most famous place in the world. And by using all the things that me and Kaufman put together.
So this is the difference between every other brothel you would go to and your brothel.
This ain't your daddy's old cat house. This is fun, and it's a shame all your listeners can't look because Ava Adora is unbelievably beautiful.
Oh.
No,
think-
they're watching. They got
Daddy.
cameras. And
Oh, they're
stuff.
watching? Okay,
Yeah.
great. Hey, how you doing? Can she show her tits?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever she wants to do.
I want to see some titty. Now look at these things, Joey. Look at these.
See 'em?
These
Tremendous.
large Portuguese boobies.
That's tremendous.
They're
We-
real.
we-
See the move?
They're real. Look at those things.
We might not be able to put
Now,
this
how
on
long do
YouTube.
people stay up there for?
Well, girls come in and stay a few weeks or a few months. I mean, some of them for years. Like she came up there. She went to Boston University and graduated, and she wants to be a doctor. Got a whole bunch of school loans, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of school loans, a lot of degrees, but I thought that before I take the next step and go on to, go to residency and go to practice, I should save some more money up. So that's why I'm here.
And having fun.
Yeah,
Having
exactly.
fun.
Yeah.
Now, how long do guys usually stay up there for?
Well, I mean, it can be as short as 10 minutes. It can be as long as 6 months, It's-
No shit.
Yeah.
We had a guy come in at Christmas a couple years ago and start partying, And I told the girls, I said, you know what, because I'm always there, because I feel like the girls that are working are there on Christmas, need a family, and we are their family, and so I need to be there. So it's a time I should be traveling, but I never do. And this guy came in, and he's 65, but he was like 100. I mean, 65 is not old in this day and age, and but he was like 100, and so he sat there and talked to us for a while, and I said, you're going to stay and have dinner with us. And he said, okay, I'll do it. And he went to the bathroom. I told the girls, you get this, we're going to make sure this guy has the best Christmas he's ever had, all right? And because there's a karma that goes with this, and our whole next year will be lucky. The guy started partying and spent $2,400,000. He was there a couple months, and he was generous, giving girls $10,000 a day and this and that. And you don't have to do that. I mean, you can spend a few hundred or a few thousand, and depending on what you want to do there, who you want to do it with, what you want to drink, and how long you want to be there. And the girls work with the guy's budgets. And this guy dropped $2.4 million. And
In
so,
2 months?
Yeah.
2 months.
Well, you start giving 2, 3, 4, 5 girls $5,000 to $10,000 a day. It adds up quick. And he wanted a bunch of girls with him at all times, In fact, he called his mom. Now, his mom had to be 85 or 90, and over a speakerphone, and his mom says, honey, are you going to spend all your money there? And all the girls are listening. He says, probably. He's just having a good time. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's about. People can be themselves, no matter whatever you want to do. If all you want to do is just raise the bar from the relationship with your wife, because it can get a little bit boring after a while, as we all know, we've all been there. Not to say that it's the girl's fault, it's the guy's fault too, but it gets a little boring. Our guy wants to try some variety. He wants to try a different position. Every man's fantasy is a threesome, having 2 hot chicks. The only thing better than 1 Ava is 2 Avas, right? and guys come in and they can be what they want, can't they?
It's so true. Yeah, and I mean, and it's just the fact that we keep your secrets. We can, we'll know things about our clients and people who come in that nobody else in their life knows about.
Well, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
We can keep the secret. So, like, if Lee came in, okay, and Lee wanted us to pull out the pony cart, because we have a pony cart that we could put him on with some tennis shoes, naked, and we could strap him to the rails, and then he could pull Ava around the parking lot. But actually, what we'd probably, Ava's got a 2-foot-long horsehair butt plug, and she could put that, so he could just whinny around the parking lot, hauling Ava and her pretty ass around there.
And you'll pay me doing it.
And we wouldn't tell anybody. See, that's the beauty of it. Privacy and discretion. Nobody would know that Lee has a horsey fetish.
Never.
Now, how do you find out your fetish? Like, how the fuck do you find out? I like eating pussy. I'll pull your hair. I'll eat your ass.
Call you some names.
Not
little
even.
rim job.
I don't know. I feel fucking bad. I don't know. I've always had that Catholic
What
guilt.
do you? Wait,
When I
that's
did
what
blow
it
and
is.
The Catholic
shit,
guilt.
when I did blow and drank, I was a nasty freak. I'd take my dick out, jerk off on your neck or on your feet, shit like that. But I never really got crazy, like somebody dressing up and whipping me. I don't understand that.
Well, and different strokes for different folks. Like, I'm the
It's true.
same way. When I'm with a girl, I want her to have many orgasms because I want to feel like a hero. Okay, I want to eat pussy. I want to fuck. I want to try a few different positions. I'd rather have the girl on top, cowgirl, or maybe reverse cowgirl. I can slap her butt a little bit and while she's doing that. And I'm a pretty simple guy, but every day somebody comes in there. We had a guy just recently, and Ava saw this guy. She was a part of this. The guy comes in and rings the bell, and I looked at the monitor, and he looked like my PE coach, like a 6'1", buff, tough guy, right? Blonde, flat top, and he comes in, but he's wearing a nun's outfit, smoking a cigarette. And I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a good day. And so he comes in, and the girls line up, and he said, pick a girl, and he says, oh no, I want to be a girl. And Ava's so smart, she says to him, good, I handle the applications, come with me. So she takes him to the office and says, we need an application. She wants to go to work for us, and it's a $300 application fee. And so then she fills out the application and takes the guy to Madame Suzette and say, this nun would like to work here. And so Suzette interviews her, and they hire her, And she said, we got to do something about wardrobe here. And so Ava took him to the office and said, it's $200 for the wardrobe fee. And so they got him in there and shaved his legs and did all the things that they did. Put him in thigh highs.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like Vince Neil with a long blonde wig, like Vince Neil's ugly sister. Okay, and Vince, by the way, Vince comes to the ranch. He was there a couple weeks ago. From Motley Crue was in town, and so then Ava puts her at the bar, and says, "Well, start working." And then it's like a little while later, said, "Hey, you can't just sit here and look pretty around here. You got to work. Get in the lineup." So she had the guys get in the lineup, okay, and that was fun, wasn't it?
It was so much fun, and he left very happy. That's the kind of experience he was looking for.
Wait a minute, he did get fired. I mean, you took her to the office and told Suzette you didn't think she was going to work out, and Suzette fired her.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, but you know what? He was who he wanted to be for that moment.
Exactly.
And we all are going to have those kinks at different times. And just like Lee and his pony fetish. I mean, who would know? Who would know?
No one understands,
Look at him.
Joey.
Nobody gets it.
Now let me ask you this: describe what, because you were talking about a madam from A to Z. What happens? I knock on the door. Who greets me?
Well, who's going to greet you is one of our staff members. You're going to have your choice.
We call it the doho.
Yes,
Door
our
whore.
door whore.
Okay.
And she's going to ask you if you have an appointment, if you know who you want to see, if you'd want to line up, if you just want to go to the bar. And from there, if you choose to have a lineup, all the girls who are working on shift come out, and we, meet and greet, just like at a rock and roll concert. Hi, I'm Ava. Hi, I'm Emily. Hi, I'm da-da-da.
Now let's say I want to go to the bar and just hang out for an hour.
Right. Then it becomes the best singles bar in the entire world. Then it's our job as working girls
odds
to
are
come
good.
up to you and we'll talk to you for 5 minutes, and we have to let every girl talk to you until you choose who you want to go
So I'll choose
negotiate
a girl.
with.
And if you never choose a girl, that's fine.
That's fine.
As long as
You
you have a
just
good
talk to
time.
everybody,
Because
yeah.
what we're different than other brothels around the world because they don't want guys to do that. I want them to do that because I know the guy's going to go back and brag to his friends that he fucked Ava in 10 different positions and all that, and then the friends are going to go to bunnyranch.com, they're going to look at it, and one of his friends are going to come up and see her because it's because that's the way men are. We want to brag about our conquests and all that. So we just come in and have a good time. You want to party? We call sex partying, whether it's the pony cart, the guy, the nun with the cigarette,
Or just
with
snuggling.
oral, it's a hand
Yeah.
job, snuggling, whatever. It's a party. That's what we call it, and because that's a term we can use on O'Reilly and Hannity and The View and things like that. So they do that, and guys hang around there, and some party, some don't. As long as everybody goes away having fun, that's all we care about. And then if they want to party, of course the girls, it's their job to entice you to go to the room, and then there's a menu. In fact, pull out a menu here. We've got a menu that we can that the girls use to create more than just the missionary experience. And you got another one? Okay, and just then the missionary experience. And so there's a now ask Ava if you're confused about any of the items, the menu items. Ava can explain it to you.
Unbelievable. To-go orders, military discount, 2-girl party. And how many girls are there at one time?
Well, there's always 30. There's always 30. But now in northern Nevada, between Reno and Lake Tahoe, there's only 4 brothels. I own all of them. So we have like 100 girls working at all times in the different brothels. The Bunny Ranch is the flagship. It's the most well-known because of the HBO Cathouse series. And everybody knows about the Bunny Ranch. You'd have to be living under a rock
Yeah.
not to hear. Now, Lee knew about us when he was 14.
Yeah. I was asking you when it came on. He said 2004, right? 2002. So yeah. So I was like 14, 16, and we didn't have HBO at the house. So when we go on vacation, my brother and I would get our own room, and HBO would send stuff to the hotel, something like this, like saying what's going to be on HBO. And if Real Sex or the Bunny Ranch was on, it was a good night because that was like the almost first experience to porn.
Would your head almost fucking blow up when
Yeah.
you're watching the naked women?
There was
and
this girl.
shit?
There was a girl. I remember the only thing I remember, like a girl who dressed up like she was in the Air Force.
Air Force Amy.
Aw, Air Force Amy.
The machine.
She's still working. Yeah.
She is the Michael Jordan of sex.
It's true.
Wherever you're at sexually, she's going to take you up a couple notches, if you want to. I mean, she can be sweet and loving and caring and all that, but she'll take you up wherever you think you're at. We all think that we're kinkier than we really are, And every day somebody trumps me. Every day. I mean, you get guys come in there. The one guy that wanted to be trampled, he wanted 12 girls to trample him. Some in tennis shoes, some in flats, some in spikes, some in boots.
Some in stilettos,
Yeah,
you know,
stilettos.
like to the face and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
he wanted to be walked
He really
on.
wanted it.
And that was his deal. And the girls told me his dick got hard as Chinese arithmetic when they were walking on him, right? And we get guys that want to be at their feminine best and get dressed up. We had an MMA guy in there with Brooke once, and it actually broke some handcuffs. And he wanted her to go out to his truck and get a 2x4. And I'm like, no, that's where we draw the line. No 2x4s. No fucking 2x4s. We're not going for that. So, but the point is, you can be who you want to be while you're there without anybody judging you. You want to wear a skirt. You want to be silly. You want a dog collar. Ava had a guy a couple of weeks ago that she had on a dog collar and a little riding crop and walking him through the parlor, and he loved it. And so, I mean, he really got off on that, didn't he?
Oh yeah. He picked his dog name. You know, he didn't want to be able to use the restroom indoors. He was very, very serious about this.
What was his dog name?
It was Lofi. I don't know where he got up with it. Yeah.
I got a confession to make.
Yeah.
Like, I just joined jiu-jitsu.
Ooh,
and it's
good.
very hard for me. I've been there for 15 months. But I always was kind of athletic. Like, I played basketball and football in high school. And I went to karate. I'm very flexible. And I just want to do something different. But I had an aptitude for it. You know, I do not have an aptitude for cars. Like, if my car gets a flat, I'll fucking leave that motherfucker there and go buy a new one and report it stolen. When it comes to oil changes and shit like that.
No.
State Farm, did you hear that?
I have no aptitude for sex, even as a young. What happened to me was, when I was about 17, we were hanging out with these guys one night, and they go, it's Pedro Obregon's birthday party. And at that time, I had fucked and ate some ass and shit like. No, I ate pussy. Nobody had ever sucked my dick. I was very prude. And I went into this place, into the city. It was called the 1040 Club. This is back in New York City. We're going 1981. And basically, it was an auditorium on the west side where it cost $9.99 to be with a girl, plus tax, $10.40. So it was called the 1040 Club. You paid $10.40. They gave you a ticket. You went in. This was something that till this day, it was one of the worst experiences of my life. I went home, was like almost done with sex.
Oh my goodness.
And some people have those bad experiences, and that's why we're there. A lot of the girls are into training and teaching people and being. But that was trick and treat. I know that. I know that. I know the place. Episodes 1040.
Oh my God!
I know it.
This was a
What happened to you?
So this was.
I'm
This
intrigued.
was 200 men, drunk, smelling of cologne. Hey, what's up? I get my dick sucked every night. Well, why are you here then? You know, those type of guys.
Right.
200.
There were no girls there?
They open up a door and they start pushing out girls. This is like human trafficking.
Oh, no.
They push them out. You got to grab them. You got to drag them to the guy, give them the ticket. Then they take it to this back room that's like a fucking Vietnam tent with petitions. And the little beds that the ones that open up when your grandmother comes over and you open it up and you go to a hotel.
A cot.
And they would wash your dick. This is 1981. They would take your dick out,
It's
a bucket.
it's a fast house.
Oh my God, this was something and I was petrified.
Yeah.
And she washed my dick, she put a condom on, and I was like having an anxiety attack. Well, at that point, I was in too deep.
Yeah.
She got on top of me. This lady took off her stockings. It looked like she had been stabbed and dragged by a fucking car. It was just a fucking horror show. And I'm on the bottom. I believed in love. I believed that, there were flowers and shit. Why? I don't fucking know. I used to dry hump Nikki to Earth, Wind, and Fire when I was in the 6th grade and suck a little fucking tit. And all of a sudden I got this woman on top of me bouncing and I could hear the condom. Hey, don't take on my dick. And I'm about to fucking puke. And all of a sudden she stops and she goes, for an extra $10 you can go down on me. And I took her fucking hip and I go, you gotta go. And I left my friends. I fucking took a bus over to New York City.
And you were number 36 for the day for her.
I was mummified. Like I was 17, I was mummified.
Yeah.
And I didn't even want to have sex after that for a while.
And this gal, this is it's amazing.
It's terrible.
I know this gal. Okay? not the one you party with. I know the gal. She's been in prison like 25 times.
Oh God.
She's in right now. She's gone, and I did an undercover thing for ABC News, and so I was looking for sex trafficking of underage girls. So I went to different places over in not the Bronx. What's the other one? Roosevelt Street.
Brooklyn,
No,
Queens.
And so I found a place over there where they had these 13 and 14-year-old girls, and it was disgusting. But that's what I was looking for. So I found this place, and I went in there, and she had like 4 girls, and it's like you say she is, but she wasn't doing anything wrong. It's all illegal. And when it's illegal, it means there's drugs. It means there's disease. It's just terrible. It's like anybody wants to play Russian roulette, go to Backpage.com and pick a girl off there. You're going to get arrested. You're going to get robbed. You're going to get disease. Something bad's going to happen. So I did this, and I ended up that night at the Comedy Cellar because I run around with comics because all I want to do is laugh, come, and have a burger once in a while. That's all I want to do.
That's beautiful.
Okay? And so I'm down there with my buddies, Jim Norton and Rich Voss and Colin Quinn and all the guys, right? And so I started telling this story about this place, and Colin's like, Dennis, was that called Episodes 1040? I said, yep. He said, I went there like 40 years ago. Okay, it was like the place everybody went. But yeah, but our place it's different. It's like dating. It's really like dating.
Yeah, we're like the opposite of that. That sounds like a horror
it
show.
is.
Like that was.
But that's
terrifying.
when you make something illegal.
Well, exactly.
Okay, this is the same thing as Al Capone and the gangsters during Prohibition. Who made the money? The gangsters made the money. The politicians that got paid to look the other way made the money. When you make it legal, then it brings in credible people like myself with nice girls. I mean, you'd never see a girl like Ava working in this toilet you're talking about.
No.
That's the difference. This is why we have to legalize this business to stop the sex trafficking and giving young guys like you a terrible experience.
Oh my God, it was, and I never recovered sexually. I could be honest with everybody here.
We got to change.
Never
We got to change
recovered
that.
sexually.
We got to get you up there.
I'm very.
We can fix that. We can help you.
Me over completely, Lisa.
But when you're around nice people and the girls are having fun, you'll
They
just
want to be there.
Yeah, they want to be there, and they're just you're gonna attract girls like funny guys. That's it.
Funny and nice.
I tell guys, my buddies want to come up there and say, well, what do we do? How do we do? I say, here's what you do. First of all, you be clean. And you be respectful, and you have a good time. Girls want to laugh. When a girl's laughing, you're close to her pussy, okay? And in this case, because you're paying for it, the quality of the party is going to go up. The price is going to go down. But they love comics. They love to laugh. They love to giggle and have a good time. We're going to fix you.
No, I got to get fixed. This is at least my last fucking 10 years of existence.
But yeah, I was talking about, you're talking about martial arts. I was talking about that last night. My buddy, I was at the Rainbow with Uncle Hal over here, and Chuck Zito, and we were sitting around talking about that. And Chuck is doing that jiu-jitsu, and Chuck's a boxer.
Yes.
And
he was at Metamoris this weekend. It was a tournament, and I saw he was there with the guy I studied with, Higan Machado.
Really?
And it's amazing that I hate fucking men's feet. All right? The last thing I ever want is a man's ass in my face. I'm fucking old school. I don't want your nuts by my face. I don't give a fuck. That's why they invented guns. Do you understand
Exactly.
me? They invented machine guns, so there's no jiu-jitsu. But I wanted something different. When I came from Cuba, my mother signed me up in karate. I've been punching and kicking, and then when I lost 100 pounds, I punched and kicked, and I was done. And there was a jiu-jitsu school. It was cheap. And I said, let me go in there. The first day I walked in there, my face was, that fucking red was nothing compared to what my face was. I have sleep apnea. I'm 100 pounds overweight. Let me tell you something now. If I'm not doing it, I'm at home watching videos of it.
Really?
I'm getting surgery on my knee just so I could get to the next fucking level.
Wow.
That's how much I like it, because I know if I do that 3 days a week, I will lose 150 fucking pounds.
You'll feel great.
Even if I just get 1 egg a day for breakfast, if I keep it normal, I will lose. It's that much.
Okay, well, here's the trick. I was at the Playboy Mansion getting a picture taken with a fan, and a drunk girl ran from behind me, leaped up. I heard her call my name, and I turned my head. arms around my neck, legs around my waist, and pulled me down and blew my knee out. I had to have a full knee replacement. Okay, so I went to Mayo, the best place in the world, Mayo Clinic in Rochester, and what do we do? He said, well, you got to get a knee replacement, but if you want to increase the chance of success, you got to get the weight off, and build your quads. And so the trick was no starches, no sugars, no soda pops, and guess what? The weight falls off. Falls off. If you just don't eat starches. Starches are the killer. They're killing America. They're inflaming everything. And the pain went way down on my knee when I got those starches out of my system because you didn't have the inflammation. And so I lost 73 pounds by doing what we're talking about. And so those of you guys listening, if you want to take off some weight, stop the fucking starches, stop the sugars, and stop the soda pops, and guess what? The weight falls off you.
Well, let me ask you this, just not to get off the subject. Robin Williams.
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck happened today?
I love Robin, and you know what? And I got to tell you, I've been around them all. Robin's my favorite, and Robin's my favorite, and he's a great guy. He's a fun guy, and I can't imagine with all the success that he's had with Comic Relief and all the movies. Turned into a big movie star. What the fuck? Now, I just called Bob Zamuda, founder of Comic Relief, my dear friend, and because people are calling me saying, we want Bob on CNN, we want him on the Today Show. So I know all these people, so they're calling me, and I'm hooking them up with Bob. I can't imagine what it would take to want to asphyxiate a guy that's got the world by the ass. It's not money. He's got the fame. Everybody liked Robin Williams. I don't get it.
It's mental illness, and it's the whole concept of being the tears of a clown. The funniest guy in the room has usually been the saddest guy in the room at one point, and
you gotta go home.
He's always been depressed. Like he's always battled depression. It's
Robin Williams.
Yes,
oh yeah,
that's what they were talking
severe
about today.
depression.
They said that. I know he checked into a rehab about 2 years ago,
and he was just there this summer actually for drugs. I was reading that. So.
Something was going on that we didn't know about. He had a CBS show or NBC, and they canceled it. And they said the show wasn't bad. So I assume
nothing he does is bad.
I assume that either his salary was too high for network television, or look, something was up. They wouldn't just get rid of this Robin Williams show if it wasn't something.
My favorite story with Robin, because I've been around him because of Bob Zamuda. I've been around him, and but this goes back a long ways. So Kaufman plays Carnegie Hall. And he comes out and he gives this heartfelt speech about how his dream was to always, when he was a kid, that he would play at Carnegie Hall. And nobody believed him except his grandma. And I want my grandma to be here with me. So grandma comes out, and everybody, standing ovation for grandma. She's the one that believed in him. He says, and I want grandma to be comfortable, so we flew her couch out. And bring the couch out, and grandma's crying. Oh my God, it's a wonderful moment. Her grandson is at Carnegie Hall. And so throughout the show, he would reference her and say, Grandma, how we doing? And all that. So at the end of the show, he says, I'd like to have the reason I'm here is because my grandma believed in me. I'd like, Grandma, would you stand up and take a bow? So grandma stood up, the whole place standing ovation. Grandma grabs her wig, pulls it off, pulls off the mask, and it's Robin Williams.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I think even if you're right, if it's mental illness, it's a terrible thing with all these shootings and all this craziness, and that we can't, as advanced as our country is, that we can't get this mental illness thing under control, because what a lost humanity Robin Williams is.
Exactly.
Listen, man, as a comedian, you go to these weird places. We all do. You have self-doubt. You have all these things. So who knows what could have happened? I mean, growing up, I was in some dark places. I never thought about icing myself. Right. I don't know why. I always thought I would be letting somebody down.
You never know. I mean, we had something happen this last year. We did a promotion with a Jackass, Bad Grandpa. Okay, month-long promotion with Howard Stern. And grandsons and granddaughters would have to call in and say why their grandpa should get to go to the bunny ranch, a free trip to the bunny ranch. got it down to 3. The grandsons and granddaughters brought their grandpas into Stern Studio. I'm there with a couple of our girls, Cressa Kisses, Rain Riches, and so they're interviewing them. And Robin's crying because one guy had cancer, and she's had her cancer thing, and Howard's like, these guys are nicer than my fucking dad. I love these guys, and so it was sad that only one person won. So then the girls were like, Daddy, we want all of them to come. And I'm like, well, what are you going to do for me? And Howard says, yeah, what are you going to do for him if all the grandpas come? And Howard says, a threesome? So we did that last night, Howard. What? Oh yeah, we already did that. And so it was great. So anyway, the first grandpa comes there, flies in, we get him there, gets in the limo, he comes to the ranch, 86 years old, Grandpa Johnny. He met all the girls at our party, our weekly tea party, and now it's time to party. You know what? I want to go have a steak. And so he goes to a casino, Harvey's Casino, and it's Sage Room, amazing restaurant, has 2 bites of a prime rib and dies in the restaurant.
Chokes on a steak.
Chokes on a piece of prime rib. Okay? The grandson is a Parks and Rec professional, knows Heimlich, knows CPR, can't get him. The security team at the casino can't get him back. The paramedics work on him for 45 minutes. Done deal. So you never know. So that's why you want to have fun every day of your life. If you think you want to do something, don't hesitate. You do it.
Yep.
I live by the same. Fuck it. You got to go for it.
Yeah.
Because you never know. I've had a lot. Every morning when I wake up, I have a couple pictures of friends of mine that died when we were like in high school. Another one from grammar school. I still talk to the family. But every time I have a doubt about something, I look at that fucking picture. I'm Cuban. I always think about when I'm eating a sandwich, and I'm like, right now my family's eating an egg 6 ways.
Yep.
They're eating a fucking egg. 6 of them are looking at an egg going, okay, let's chop it up 6 ways. Yeah. You could dope it up with water and shit. But
I love Cuban sandwiches.
Oh, my God.
Is there a good place in town to get them besides Versailles?
They're only open till 8 o'clock.
Oh.
Up in Burbank, right down the block, Portos. Fucking trip.
Maybe we can go tomorrow, Daddy.
Packed all fucking day.
I love it. We're going to go.
The guy's a Cuban guy that opened one in Glendale, and there's no Cubans eating it. It's all Armenian. He's got a Cuban bakery, so now he popped one, and Lee was just there. They got a cake for his in-laws.
Oh, Porto, yeah.
Fucking tremendous. They don't play games. You stand. Best time of the day, it goes 10:45.
For the rush.
There's nobody there. Yeah. There's nobody there.
Yep. Well, I'll take my little bitch, Ron Jeremy, because she can eat.
She could
she can fucking eat this one.
Take me, Daddy.
I always see Ron Jeremy at the comedy store. I used to see him or walking into the bank.
You catch Ron walking into the bank?
He goes to Bank of America on Sunset, 2 blocks east of
Laugh Factory.
There you go, off of Fairfax.
Yeah.
He'd come in there with his little fucking car.
Yeah.
And go in there with a little bag of singles and shit and 20s.
That car, that is the only car in America that's never been washed. Never washed that car.
That car.
That's what holds.
Ridiculous.
That's what holds the car together is the dirt.
You really have to love the mystique of Ron Jeremy.
Oh,
he's just he's a walking cartoon character.
Not a fucking weirdest thing in the world.
Well, can you imagine like God, Mother Nature, whoever puts all this together, is okay. Let's build a little hairy Jew today, and let's just make her disheveled. And I want her to be about 60 pounds overweight. That's what I'm kind of thinking. We'll get her a good education, and you know what? Just to give her a chance, let's put a 10-inch cock on her. Because that. Can you imagine that?
That's Ron Jeremy.
Somebody's sitting up there smoking a fat one, saying, "Now let's do something fun today. Put this deal together."
And the mystique, no matter where the fuck he goes, somebody runs up to him, not walks, but sprints up to him and says, "Can I have an autograph?" People come to fucking California from Ohio or Indiana or Iowa, whatever the fuck they're coming from, and they go to Hollywood Boulevard. Think about this, and they walk around, and they're looking for Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. And one night they end up going to a bagel place on whatever, and you see Ron Jeremy. Every fucking guy is going to go back to work when his wife's not around and go, because the guys, he's like fucking the president. Right. He's like the fucking president. This is our fear. If you're a fucking freak and you like to fuck, This is your fearless
Love
leader.
Ron.
This is one of the
Yeah.
first guys you really caught fucking and sucking and coming on somebody's fucking
Fearless
face.
leader.
This is your fearless leader. This is the fucking leader of the free world if you want to fucking suck. If you're 40 and under, you learn how to do something from Ron fucking Jeremy.
Exactly.
Unless you were fucking molested. But you learn how to do something
What are your
from
moves?
fucking Jeremy.
What are your moves you learned from Ron?
What the fuck? You learn something. Because because of my sexual dysfunction as a young man,
We're gonna fix that.
I did not like the other shit that went, when I was a kid, again, you find your father's reel to reel. The 8mm. You're too young for that.
Oh, yeah.
8. And in those days, you ordered one and they sent you the projector in the mail. You ordered 3 films.
So they didn't have magazines?
They had magazines, but I remember in New York City, the funniest magazine they had was they had a Puerto Rican magazine called Pica Pica. It was Puerto Rican chicks. And they had big asses. It was black and white, but they cover their faces. Hysterical. Love that. They would cover their
It's
faces.
like putting a paper bag on someone's head.
and then
This is
they,
terrible.
Everybody had the magazines, but
Let me
so
tell
this
you
was like a
who one of my
movie.
mentors are Andy Kaufman.
right. Oh
Okay,
my God.
the master of the goof, and I goof on the world. I'm always using television.
You are a walking fucking goof. I
Yeah,
can't believe this.
I fuck with everything. I mean, Obama goes to Colombia. The guys get caught with the hookers, and I'm doing a press release an hour later saying, I'm concerned about the welfare of our president, but the bigger thing is these Secret Service guys need to buy American booty. They need to buy at the Bunny Ranch. Buy American. I mean, I'm if there's an angle out there. Donald Sterling
We'll find
gets
it.
himself in trouble. I get a few of my buddies from the NBA contact me, and I banned this guy 6 hours before the NBA did. A lifetime ban from the Bunny Ranch. Took him off my birthday list, and so we're always looking for the angle, and there's some great ones out there. To just make it all fun, because all I want the world to do is know about the Bunny Ranch, because the best customer and the best working girl doesn't even know the Bunny Ranch exists, and so it's my job to tell the world, and then beautiful girls like Ava take care of their clients one cock at a time.
Ava, now let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
I come in there, and I'm not disrespecting you. I come in there, I got $10,000, and I don't want to fuck. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to eat somebody's fucking pussy till their head pops out. What happens? How do I know this is USDA fresh meat? I'm not going to get a third tongue on Thursday or a blister or something like that. I mean, I'm going deep into the murky waters of your asshole and your pussy. We're not fucking. I don't want you to suck my dick. Nothing. I just want to eat pussy. What happens?
Well, in order to be a working girl at the Bunny Ranch, people think that it's kind of you walk in, if you're hot, we put you on the floor and that's that. It's very opposite, We can't have a felony or any kind of anything on our criminal record for the last 5 years. We get tested every week for every STD under the sun. We pass a rigorous application process that, Madam Syatt and Dennis put on. 1,000 girls hit the button a month, and there's 30 rooms.
1,000 girls a month want to go to work, and we hire like 20.
The
And
best
girls
of the best.
rotate, correct? You have
Oh,
some
yeah,
women that
yeah.
go, we'll see you next
You
September.
said there was about 500 or
About
so?
540 girls now it takes to keep 120 working at all times.
And you have the 4 clubs, 30 girls.
In Northern Nevada I have 4, in Southern Nevada I have 3. So those smaller clubs, and they're works in progress, but they're outside of Vegas, like an hour outside of Vegas, and but as far as its cleanliness, there's just no problems at all. I mean, these girls are tested, and
But a girl wouldn't run out and go, this fucking overweight guy wants to eat my pussy till the hand comes out.
Oh, no, she'd get
I'll tell you,
fired.
they'd
That'd
be
be
putting
terrible.
cherries on there. They'd be putting whipped cream, crunchies. Like, what do you like on your punani today? And you can make a sundae out of these girls, right? And just eat. And the beauty of that too, especially for married guys, is eating ain't cheating. Okay, that's not cheating.
Damn.
You didn't know that, did you?
No.
And the other thing is there's a law, a Nevada law, and not a lot of people know this. I need the listeners to understand it. When you walk through the gates at the Bunny Ranch, your marriage is annulled for the period of time you're inside.
For as long as you negotiate it.
Yeah, for as long as you're inside the ranch, you're annulled. So there's no guilt. With you and your Catholic guilt thing, we got to watch you.
You need to make an app so you can show this to your girlfriend. Like, no, this is what he said. There's a law, and then you can just explain it because if we try to explain it,
app. There you
well,
go.
and
Right,
people should know too, that we bill discreetly, so that if your wife or your girlfriend does, check your finances, or you guys have a joint account, it doesn't say,
No
Bunny
way.
Ranch hookers, $1,000 for anal, or whatever it may be, on there.
I'm going to give you a
we're very
VIP. I'm going to
discreet.
give you a VIP comp, which means ass pass, booty pass, and I want you to have it in your pocket. It's kind of like having a AAA card. Do you have AAA?
Yes.
Okay, and you don't use it very often, but you got the card with you, right?
Yes, sir.
It's the same way. In case there's an emergency, in case your wife doesn't want to do some dirty, disgusting thing that you want to do that day, you've got it for emergency purpose to pull it out and say, "Well, honey, that's okay. I can go use this. Dennis gave me this ass pass, and I can go use that. Would you rather have me do that? You wait how fast she wants to get naked. That solves that whole problem. Believe me.
That is just amazing.
Joey's getting an ass pass.
Now let me ask you something. Now you have girlfriends. You were married at one time, right? How did this fly at home? It didn't, obviously.
Well, I got married, and Chuck Zito and I were talking about this. I know Chuck pretty well, but we never talk about really personal things, right? Excuse me. So Chuck, like me, got married when he was 17. And because I got married young, I had a lot of responsibility. And so all I did was work, go to school, and fuck. I mean, that's all I did because I didn't have the money to do anything. So I never got into drugs, never got into alcohol. I don't drink, don't smoke, except a cigar, and never did any drugs. I want sex and throw me a Cuban sandwich and I'm happy, right? So that's it. And Chuck and I ran that same parallel because he doesn't drink. I mean, what a crazy thing that a Hell's Angel doesn't get into drugs because that's what they're known for, right? But he never got into anything. He's just straight as can be, and so am I. So all I want to do is have sex. I want to laugh, and like I love hanging out with comedians because comedians, first of all, they're all fucking sick, okay, and that fits right into my world, and they want to laugh. So laughing, coming, and have a little food once in a while, and I'm a happy guy. And I think you'd agree with that, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you were dating Heidi Fleiss for a while. This is old news. How long were you involved with Heidi?
Heidi and I were old fuck
Right,
buddies. We were fuck buddies. We're never like boyfriend, girlfriend, but we secretly would get together and fool around. And then we got caught by some paparazzi and ended up going to New York to try to clean it up a little bit and say, hey, we're just friends and all that. And so we did Fox and we did the Today Show and we did we were on Sean Hannity's show and just all these things. So we're on Howard Stern and she said the greatest line because Howard's like, okay, how long is this going on? This is the Cathouse King, the brothel baron. You're the Hollywood man. You went to a penitentiary for prostitution. She says, what the hell is your sex life like? And Heidi thought for a second. She says, Howard, when he's done with me, I don't know whether to ask him to marry me or call 911 on him. And then every time I see Howard, he says, anybody call 911 on you? He never forgot that line, right? But Heidi's great. I love Heidi, and I'm always bailing her out at some little jam because she's always getting. But Heidi's the greatest. She's wonderful. She's fun, and
Very smart.
I'm honored to say she's my friend. She's, of course, fighting the demons with drugs. And she's so unique because this is a chick that not one time in her life has ever been in a fast food restaurant. Nobody can say that. Nobody I know can say that. She has never been in a fast food restaurant. And she eats twigs and nuts and pistachios. I was driving over here from Vegas, and I had a bag of natural almonds, unsalted almonds. So I took a picture of it, and oh my God, you'd have thought I bought her a car. Oh, that's so fucking cool, Dennis. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you because I'm eating the unsalted almonds in the car, right? And but then she has her thing with drugs, and it's really unbelievable. And she's okay now, but I'm not putting any secret out there that people don't know. I mean, she's been on celebrity rehab and she's done a lot of things. But you would love. I'll get her in here someday. We'll have some fun with her. She's the greatest.
I'm a fan of hers from celebrity rehab. I couldn't believe she was involved with Tom Sizemore, and I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Tom was a great actor for a long time, and he fucking just. And it's amazing how we all go through our bouts with that shit. You're very fortunate. Lee has never, Lee smoked when we met. Now we smoked hash. I give him edibles.
Yeah.
And then I gave him chocolate-covered mushrooms at the Comedy Store.
We haven't told the people that yet. So he didn't eat. Okay, so you just gave me stuff. You just gave me this to take it, and I put it in my mouth. I said, "What was that? It doesn't taste like weed." And you're like, "It's mushrooms." And I've never done mushrooms before.
Oh, that's mean.
They were tremendous, though. Chocolate mushrooms.
I didn't take enough. I don't think because he in his defense he did give me like a small piece.
No, I was looking at it. I don't want you to
how long have you how long have you smoked, Joey?
Since I was 14.
You started smoking when you were 14.
Weed, no cigarettes till I moved to Los Angeles. My mother had a bar. We had a Cuban bar in Union City, New Jersey. It was the second biggest Cuban community in the country.
Really?
From 1950 on, because of the embroidery business in New Jersey. So when you landed in Miami, there was billboards that said the land of opportunity, Union City, New Jersey. So I needed a scapegoat like by 53, and my father became like the first Cuban committee man, and he owned a sandwich shop called the OK Restaurant by Washington School on 38th and New York Avenue.
Did he have Cuban sandwiches?
Yeah, the Cubans ran from 7th Street to 48th, about 4 blocks over from Bergen Line Avenue. That was all Cuban. Weehawken, Jersey City, but the Cubans. So my mom had a bar there. It was a successful bar, and for some reason, I just never liked the booze. I just watched people at an early age. I used to dip my pacifier in blackberry brandy and shit like that, but I stole a bottle of wine when I was like 3, 4, and I drank some of it. I ended up in a closet. And just something. My mom called the cops, and they found me in the diaper, shit, piss,
oh no,
shit all over me and puke. So it stayed with me. And I'll tell you what, when I go out at night, I swear to God, every time I go out, I go, tonight I'm gonna have a cocktail. There's nothing that tastes better than a fucking margarita. Not to get drunk, just for the flavor. Yeah. Sometimes I go to Rudy's in Jersey to eat the fried squid, the calamari, and I got a Heineken on tap. It's delicious. I just don't like drinking to get fucking hammered. It doesn't make me. It's nothing that I'm against alkies or nothing like that. I just don't drink because I don't like the flavor. I love to do a shot of Jaeger with you. If I drink, my friend said to me, describe on one hand how many times you drink in a year. I'll drink 3 drinks a year. 2 of those would be shots and maybe a cocktail and to go off the deep end or something like that.
And I just never got into it. Like if we were out and somebody wanted to order a bottle of wine, I'd have like a third of a glass and I'd act like I'm having a good time with it, but it's about the taste. If they come up with something that makes liquor taste like something from Dairy Queen,
oh fuck!
Guess what? I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, me too.
I know.
Well, they do that in L.A. They have a burger place down in Hollywood that has alcoholic milkshakes.
Really?
Yeah. It's on Sunset.
Yeah, it's called Red Robin. They've had fucking milkshakes for years.
Really?
The Coco Loco. When I was in college, I drank Coco Locos every night. I went from 185 to 210. I kept saying, "What's swelling me up?" The fucking and my girl at the time said, "You drink 10 Coco Locos at night. You sure you're gonna fucking that milk, Kahlua, everything with sugar?"
Oh my God!
And I do a couple bumps of fucking blow. I was on the blow for 20 years. That killed me.
No, but didn't that keep your weight down? Could you maintain weight on the blow?
Listen, the fattest people I've seen are the biggest cocaine snorters. I don't know what the fuck they do with this modern.
You're right. Like
the crack burns I think the smoke and the sweating and jumping up and down and chasing people burns a lot of fat when you do crack. When you do blow, when you're trying to get your dick sucked, and you're an evil fuck. And it's amazing. It's amazing.
The only thing I ever really saw good about cocaine was it was in the 80s. It was amazing bitch bait.
Oh my God!
If you had the coke, you had the pussy.
Oh my God! And all you had to do was come out of a bathroom, and go, and everybody would look at you. It was people don't remember. It's just I've tried to describe it to people that the cocaine marketing was the most brilliant marketing in the world, because for years we paid nickel bags. Heroin was $3. Reefer was whatever. Hits of acid were $3. All of a sudden, these Spanish people that were 5'6" showed up with this white magical powder that they wanted 100 a gram for. That's it. Nobody sold half a grams. Nobody sold nothing in 1970. It was grams of blow for $100 a fucking gram. And as soon as people bought that, it wasn't about the drug. It was about the raising class. You were somebody else. That's how
It's
they
like-
sold cocaine.
It's like buying a bottle of Dom Perignon.
That's it.
That you're exactly right. I never thought about that.
That was the marketing scheme for cocaine. Forget about getting high. We're gonna make you that person. You're gonna mingle with celebrities. When you come out and go, Aspen, the mating call was, when Pepper, you get a razor blade and you go like this. I lived in Aspen for 2 years, from 83 to 85. And what most people will not believe at this time, and I will state it, was that Aspen, Colorado, from 1982 to 85, was the cocaine capital of the United States. People are going to go, Joey, but it was in Miami. Listen to me. Go to your Wikipedia. Check it out. They were blowing fucking Puerto Ricans up in Aspen, Colorado. And those were the people.
You know why? It was a great place to live.
It was a great place to live.
And you know the other place? If people don't know, Lake Tahoe.
Tremendous.
It was a major drug place because if you got real money and the drug dealers had real money, why not live in Aspen or Lake Tahoe? What are you gonna live in fucking Albuquerque? I mean, you gotta live where in the hottest place, the best.
You gotta
place.
run with the Jews. Tell them.
Exactly.
Every once in a while, you gotta have a Jew somewhere.
Exactly.
If you're gonna run with money somewhere, 20 feet, there's gotta be a fucking Jew as a good luck fucking thing. Where's Tim Tony Bennett? Break this motherfucker up.
How did the Jews let the Colombians get the cocaine deal?
The Jews are a class act. They don't need that.
Oh.
They got proof.
Okay.
Every time you fuck with a Jew, all he has to do is show you the cross. What do you want to do?
I wanna be around.
Oh, shit.
To pick up the pieces.
Are you kidding me or what? Strap it on, motherfuckers. Go get a cocktail, come back. Tell mama you want to lick a little fucking monkey. And we're here with the man, Dennis Hof, making it happen tonight.
I'm going to start calling pussy monkey. I know I am. I know I am.
And if you're in France, it's the Monquois.
I think you have a little taste of Monquois.
The Monquois. And they look at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? Ava, so what is your age?
I'm 23.
And how long have you decided to do this?
Well, I'm still a rookie. I've been working 6 months now. So yeah.
It's very interesting because when I lived in Aspen, I had just turned 21, and I remember going to the bars at night. The Paragon was owned by Jimmy Buffett at the time. The Tower was owned by John Denver. I remember. I'll never forget walking down the street. You're too young to even remember this, but Dennis, I remember walking down the street one night and seeing 10 women run by me. Women running and taking their heels off. Hey, come back. And looking and going, what the fuck is going on? They go, we're chasing Don Johnson.
Yep.
This is when Don Johnson was being chased by women on the fucking street.
Who's Don Johnson?
Miami
Exactly, Miami Vice.
They wore those crazy shirts and fought crime, right? That was their thing.
In a white Ferrari Testarossa.
Testarossa.
I took, when John Denver was playing at Harris, I went up in his jet and watched the eclipse, which happens like every 100 years or 50 years, whatever. This eclipse at 50,000 feet in John's jet. It was phenomenal.
That's amazing.
It was amazing to see an eclipse from 50,000 feet in the air in a jet. Yeah.
23. So I remember walking around Aspen going, if I was a young woman right now today, and I was attractive at 8, I would become a prostitute. At that age, I said, even if I do it for 4 years and charge these fucking morons $1,000 a pop, at the end of 4 years, I could buy a house. I'm like Tony Montana at 84. Remember at the table, I'm going to buy a house, a golf course, and you're 25 years old. And it's like, you start all over again. Nobody fucking knows. Where you been for 5 years, living in Michigan? I don't fucking know.
Well, that's what the girls.
That's what the
yeah,
girls
and
do.
It's
you
rough
have
to be.
Like
Yeah.
she doesn't come from a long line of Adora families. That's not her name. Okay, it's a name. How'd you get that name?
Well, there's the band The Smashing Pumpkins. They have a song called Ava Adore, and I love that song. It's my dad's favorite band, and I love it because I'm adorable, but without the bull. So there you go.
It's so sad.
Isn't that great? So you're right. She'll go on and be a doctor, and
That's the plan.
doing research.
Who
and
gives a fuck?
Save the
At
world.
the end of the time, who gives a fuck? I'm 51. It's amazing the things I did, how I thought it was the end of the world when I was 27. And it doesn't change who the fuck I am today. It made me who I am.
A man is as old as the girl he sleeps with. So I'm 23, and Yeah.
You look good. The thing about you is, I can see your happiness in your face. You're a sincerely happy guy. You opened my eyes tonight to what a brothel was. Like I said, I was so turned off when I was 17. I never had use for it again.
That's a terrible experience.
That's
That's so sad.
I've got to get you
Like,
up
that
there
sucks.
with
You
or
have to
without
come
your
see
wife.
it.
By the way, whether you party or not, you just need to get up there and be around the girls, because there's nothing more stimulating than being around 20, 30, 40 girls in big hair and makeup and having fun and laughing and giggling, whether you're drinking and smoking a cigar. It's the last place in America. You can drink 24 hours a day, you can smoke cigars 24 hours a day, and you can get laid 24 hours a day. There's nothing like it in America.
It's true.
And I got to tell you
Disney
something
World
too.
for adults.
So I flew in Thursday night to Reno. I took the 9:45 American Airlines, gets you into Reno 11:05. We're 10 minutes early. We coast. I get my luggage. The guy picks me up. I get to the hotel. I check to the room. I turn the TV on. What's on fucking HBO that night? Okay, and I'm sitting there watching it, and you guys are having a great time. But then, and I'm just saying this as there's a little person, girl.
Oh, Bridget.
That's Bridget.
Yeah.
This is real.
Bridget the Midget.
Yeah, Bridget's real.
So I can go up there and fuck Bridget.
Well, she's not there right now, but yeah, we
But do you have other
everything.
replacement Little Women?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now let's say I went in there and said, listen, I got 2 G's. I want to take Bridget's cousin over here and just fucking fling her around the room and then fuck her when, at the end of this whole thing when she's got like a fucked up collarbone. I'll pay for the hospital bills. I got SAG insurance, whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Because nobody has ever sucked the pussy of a midget. Like, I would love it. Like, why not, Lee? When was the last time
All
you
your
sucked a midget's pussy?
replacements. You can replacement Little Women.
Sure you can. They're all right.
We were out at
No, but it's like you can't just have them like.
You only have the one. That's it. She doesn't have like a cover.
No, we've had other ones, but this she's the most famous one. So
That's
one,
amazing.
She's
God
there
bless
one
her.
night. We're in a casino in a steakhouse, and I'm with Air Force Amy, the legend, and a girl named Shyla Fox, a beautiful porn girl that only did a few movies, but she was maybe one of the top 2 or 3 most beautiful girls ever. And so we're all there, and so they had a vegetable tray. Now the vegetable tray had this little starter, a little appetizer, and so Shyla loved the pepperoncinis, okay? And so Bridget said, well, are these hot? Well, they're a little tangy. I wouldn't consider a pepperoncini hot. They're just tangy, right? And so Bridget takes a bite out of one. Her eyes spin around. Her head starts freaking out. She grabs a glass of water, slams it down. She runs out of this restaurant, full blast. This little person, running 100 miles an hour, runs all through the casino, back around the tables, and here she comes back into the restaurant with 2 security guys and the casino manager following her, and she sits down at the table going. And there's the casino manager, Dennis, is everything okay? I said, oh yeah, she pepperoncini was a little hot for her. I said, what? And that was Bridget.
Now,
I
she's
want to
in
know,
SWAT.
Daddy, did you ever sleep with Bridget?
I did not, and I tell you, I was afraid to, and I told her one night very sincerely. I said, look,
I thought she had a crush on you, didn't
let
she?
me. Who knows? I mean, you got to. I don't know, but the bottom line is, I said, look, I'm 6'3". You're 3'10". If I fuck you and it's the best I ever had, you and I are gonna look stupid together, hauling around the rest of your life. Okay? You need to find a guy that's like 5'5", and it's symmetrical. It'll look like it should. And she ended up doing that and having a kid and all that. But it's like I wouldn't take a chance. What if I partied with her and it was the best I ever had? We just look ridiculous together. I'm too tall. She's short. I'm tall. It looks silly.
You'd carry
There
her.
was a comedian at the Comedy Store. I can't remember what her name was. Very funny, from Canada, I think she was. She ended up marrying a guy, and then she got the scooter. And he come up with her with the scooter. What's her name, Lee? She used to come to the Comedy Store. And then a couple years ago, had to be about 8 years ago, she got hit by a fucking car on Sunset.
Oh my God!
She lived
In the scooter?
in the fucking scooter. I don't know what the as I was saying,
She
I
had
just
a
laughed.
disability that put her in the scooter. And then
They
she
put
got
her in the scooter because her hip was bad or something.
Yeah.
She had the big hips. She was very funny. I met her in Canada. She was very sweet. I always spoke to her. We were all mutual friends with another friend of
Then
mine.
she got hit in the scooter.
I remember getting a call and saying, would I do the benefit or something? Yeah, somebody clocked her.
They whacked her, knocked.
Yeah, and Sunset. She's lived. No, she's alive. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't think she's still around, but I haven't seen her in a while. It's a fucked up story. I don't even know why, bro. Who hits a midget in a fucking car? Where's the respect? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so she was a little person too.
Yes, she was a little.
A little person. Oh, and her hip, because they do have problems with
Right,
hips.
she had bad
Okay,
hips.
and
They
so
put
now
her
she's
in
in a
car.
scooter, and they whack her in the scooter.
They whacked, but her husband was 6'1", nice guy, glasses, educated, had a job. Wasn't like some fucking guy that was looking for a handout. Let me just marry a little person, get a check. I don't fucking know what they do anymore.
Well, Ava's a little person. She's 5'3".
Yeah.
But Ava was a fucking savage.
She's badass, isn't she?
Now,
Well, it must be hard to do your show with an erection.
No, I'm okay. I respect that. I'm fucking.
I've been angling the boobs towards him just to
Let
try
me
and
explain
see
something
what'll
to you.
happen. But
You know what? I would never want to do that to Ava, like showing my dick and my nutsack, because that's psychological
I
torture.
didn't say showing it. I mean,
No, I'm just saying. Like,
you
I
gotta
would
be,
feel ashamed.
stimulated. Look, I'm stimulated.
Oh,
'Cause
she's beautiful.
She's flawless. She's just
she's beautiful.
Aw,
She's just
thanks,
beautiful.
Daddy.
And she looks like she could be Cuban. She's got that
Yeah,
dark
yeah. That's
skin.
why I asked her.
Yeah.
he did ask
Now
me.
let
what
me
my
ask you this,
nationality
Ava.
was.
At one point in your life, after a guy fucking had a car and everything, you said, you know what? I'm gonna do this for like the last boyfriend you had. Did you just murder him? Like he just fucking woke up one day with his eyes spinning, and you go, you know what? I got good fucking pussy. Fuck Burger King. I'm gonna go sell this prime fucking monkey right now, and she thought, right? Or is that how it happened? I mean,
Well.
you were very good at what you did. You're very beautiful.
It's
you're
actually
warm.
a little bit. Like, it's funny you say it. When I went to Boston, Boston is kind of the land of white girls. And, of course, there are, different people there. But I'd realized that every boyfriend I'd ever had and anybody who I'd messed around with, they'd tell me that they started, fucking me because they were, they were intrigued by, this girl is tan. She looks different, da-da-da. And then I would blow their mind, and they told me that they'd never be able to sleep with a white girl again. Like after being with me.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that from maybe 2 or 3
Well,
guys
look,
I've
her,
been
her
with.
skin is amazing.
Beautiful.
It's an
No,
amazing
she's
color
Thank you.
and texture, and it melts in your mouth, I might add.
So every woman in all your ranches are fucking throwing heat like this. That's what you're
Well,
telling
not
me.
all of them. We got a couple of them that I wouldn't sleep with, but the majority of them are very, very attractive girls. But beauty is in
Everybody
the eyes
has
of the
a type.
beholder.
Like,
Exactly.
with, like with Ava. Let me tell you something. Ava's beauty is so radiant right now that I bet a lot of guys would just want to sit next to you and give you a couple yardsticks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that, it's really weird. I'm married, and I got the fucking kid at home. And when you go home, they don't talk about nothing else but the fucking kid for 3 hours. And I bet that it's the truth. It's a different time warp and whatever, and I'm very happy for my wife. I love the child. But sometimes a guy's driving home and he goes like, tonight I want to fuck somebody in the fucking ear. Like, that's it. We get home and all of a sudden they just bombard you with the kid shit or something else, and your hard-on goes into your asshole. Because now you got to fucking wait till 2 to get a hard-on again to think about. And I could see guys as a release going to see Ava.
And it's not just
Once a week, like just for
it's
something.
Not, it's more than a sexual release. It's a mental release.
Mental release. I see it. I see it
it's
right
hard,
now.
It's hard for a guy to be arguing over a credit card bill with a girl went and bought 2 pairs of Chanel boots for $5,000, and then say, hey, would you mind blowing me? I mean, there's so many pressures of family and having kids, and like it's not like wifey can come home and be all hot and have her clothes on, drinking her bottle of wine and being all sexy. She's got to take care of this baby. And so it adds another dimension to it, and guys can get away from that world and step into our world, and for a little while have a great time and go back home, and nobody knows the difference. Nobody knows the difference. And so I think a man that's married, we keep marriages together.
Oh, it's so true. So true. I mean, we have a client who's been coming in for years now, and he'll come in every few months, whatever, and he doesn't even like to, like we were saying before, have sex with us. He just wants to chat. He wants to watch 2 girls play with each other, and he has, I think, 5 children. His marriage is, 40, 50 years strong, just has 20 grandkids, and he enjoys being generous with us girls, and he goes back to his life, away from the bunny ranch, and is a great father and a great husband.
Well, I did that because before I bought going back before I bought the ranch, I was in a relationship for 6 years, and it ran its course, and very nice girl, love her to death, but it ran its course. So I was doing a deal in Florida with Swiss Airlines and SeaWorld, so I would fly back to Reno. So it was 2 flights. One of them got in at about 5:30, and the other one got in at 10 o'clock. So I would always tell her I'm taking the one where I arrive at 10 o'clock. Well, I'd get there at 5:30. I'd go out to the ranch. I'd drink a cup of coffee. I'd bang a girl, and sit around and just laugh and giggle and talk to the girls and get all the pressures in my head. And I'd go home to my house in Tahoe and crawl in with her, and I was so thrilled to see her. It actually kept that thing going for another year, and the relationship was really over with. And I know clients are in there with that same thing. They don't want to give up their relationship. They don't want to give up their kids, but they have to have an outside stimulation, whether it be just verbal stimulation, or physical or sexual.
Now, how did the HBO series come about?
I thought I wanted to have a TV show. There wasn't any reality shows 13 years ago. The only thing that was out there was Real World.
Yeah.
And so I want to show the world what this place is, because the Nevada law does not let me buy any television, radio, or newsprint. I can't advertise a brothel. So I thought, how can I get the world to know that we're here? I came up with this idea, and I went to Showtime, and I said, here's what I want to do, and they loved it. And they said, you know what, we want to do it, but we want to do a scripted version because the money's in syndication, and we want to do a scripted version. We'll shoot all the exteriors, we'll build a set, we'll build a bunny ranch in Hollywood, and you tell us all the stories, and the girls will tell us the stories, and then our actors will live it out. And I'm like, no, what's going to make it work is the fact that they can actually come visit these girls and visit these places, and they'll lock on to one of the girls and follow her, and that's what's going to make it work. So they said, nope, we want to do a syndication. So I went to HBO, because HBO is like the supermodel that never gets fucked. Nobody's got the balls to go to talk to her when she's horny as can be, and because everybody puts her up on this platform. Well, that's HBO. HBO is the 800-pound gorilla. They're the badass. And so I went to them, and we're in this meeting, and they said, Dennis, you've been everywhere. We've seen you on 2020. What can we do different? And I said, I don't know. And they said, well, what do you like about HBO? I said, I got to be honest with you, the only thing I ever watch is True Taxi Cab Confession. And Sheila Nevin says, bingo, can we cam a room for 2 weeks? Because Nevada's a one-party state. So like right now, we're sitting in this room. If everybody has to know we're being filmed, or you go to jail. In Nevada and New York, they're one-party states. So as long as one party knows, if one party in this room, if we're in Nevada, knows it's being filmed, then it's okay. So I said, yeah, we'll try it. And we'll just film the negotiations and picking that girl out of lineup. And it was a smash hit. Highest rated nonfiction show HBO had ever done. The ratings were enormous. I mean, if you didn't see the show, you had nothing to talk about around the water cooler the next day. I mean, Saturday Night Live ripped on it, and as you know, you want to be part of Cult America. Saturday Night Live rips on you. Guess what? You made it, and so I mean that's how it all came about. And then we only did that for 2 weeks, one time, and that started the show. And then it was people latching on to the different girls, the Air Force Amy, Sunset Thomas, Brooke Taylor's, Madame Suzette, my life. I'm with this girl, and I break up with her, and I do this, and me having to discipline somebody or having a sales meeting, and it's just I open the doors to the Cathouse, and people love coming in, and they still do. 13 years later, I mean, Sam Simon, when I was on his show a few months ago, said, Dennis, you know that the only show on television that's been on longer than yours is The Simpsons? He's the co-founder of The Simpsons. And I'm like, really? He said, yep, absolutely. So it's been on a long time, and it just never gets old. Because like her story is amazing. I'm here, and I mean, she's so non-typical, because what happens is the right wing and the media, they look at a prostitute, and they're right 90% of the time. Underage, ethnic, short shorts, street corner, crack pipe, and a pip down the street, taking the money, until you legalize it. And then when you make it legal, then you get girls like Ava. Beautiful, comes from a nice family. She's got alternatives. She's not desperate. She's got a great education, and she brings a lot to the table. So people are shocked because they're like, wow, that's like the chick I wish lived next door to me, instead of that skanky little whore that lives next door to us. And so they see our world, and they're curious about it, and they want to step into it. And a percentage of them come there. And the reason the show is so popular is because the girls are attainable. Like when you watch Hefner's show, and I highly respect Hugh Hefner for what he brought to America, but nobody's going to fuck his girls. I mean, it's not going to happen. Okay, so you don't have the fantasy of banging those girls, those three girls, his old ladies, because it's not going to happen. So in our show, they see a girl and say, you know what, I like her, I can be with her, I'm attracted to her. So it stimulates you even more. And other reality shows don't have that. Like I like the fishing boat guys, okay, Fresh Catch or whatever the hell it is. But guess what? I'm never going to go ride that boat. But I like the show. Okay, and so you can be another show that's the same way, that has that same element, is Pawn Stars. People go to Vegas. It's a tourist attraction in Las Vegas now. People want to go to Pawn Stars. Just walk through the store and feel like they see the guys behind the counter, and it's the same way with the money. Look at all the tourists that come in there.
Oh, it's so true.
I mean, you get
people come to Reno for that.
Yeah.
People plan. They watch the show and they go, fuck it. They go online, whatever the yellow pay, whatever they need to do.
You get the blue-haired old ladies coming in there and buying shot glasses.
Family reunions. Tour buses come through and they'll stop for
weddings.
a while. And
Yeah.
We're going to start weddings,
I just got ordained, and I've got my licensing from the state of Nevada, and I'm gonna do this, and that came from that Grizzly Adams, Dan Haggerty, did a wedding there, and I thought, well, yeah, I can do this. I know Dan very well, and so I'm going to come up with some whole spiel. Who gives this? But it's not going to be gives. Who sells this? We don't give anything, okay? And I'm going to do my whole wedding thing, so people can come there. They can have a bachelor party, a bachelorette party, and they get married the next day right there at the ranch.
And have their honeymoon. I've had many honeymoon parties of a couple comes in, and they want part of me to be part of their honeymoon experience.
Now that's the way to start a relationship. You start a wedding, a marriage like that, with another chick in your bed, you're going to be with that girl forever.
One of the hottest parties I've ever had, for sure, hands down, was the couple's honeymoon party I did.
Really?
It was so hot.
I'm definitely going to come and visit you.
You have an open
But I
invitation.
need a big favor from you.
What's up?
Lee is, when I tell you Lee is, he lived in Boston, he lived at home.
Aw, Boston.
Lee's a very nice boy. But we have a running gag here on this show that I always knew Lee wants a woman to fart in his mouth.
Oh, no.
He doesn't have the balls to ask his girlfriend. He's never licked an asshole. He's looked at one when he eats his girlfriend's pussy, but he's never licked one or whatever. So we wanted to get Lee on pay-per-view, or maybe on this show, to have a girl fart in his mouth, because I think that's the next level of entertainment in this country.
Well,
is going to see women fart in your fucking face.
We can strap him down, too.
No. Lee's a volunteer. Lee's in. And we don't want her to eat. We don't want her to shit for 3 or 4 days. Just feed her beans, hot dogs, and then sit.
And you know what? We had the opportunity, but we lost it because we went to Barney's Beanery and had a chili dog, but we shared it. Because I'm learning from my restaurant.
He's on a quest.
I have a Bunny Ranch restaurant, so I'm checking out hot dog places and trying to get the best. Everybody's got a different opinion about what's good. So we shared it. If she would have ate that big chili dog, we could have done it tonight. I screwed up.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna
that
save
thing was
you
bigger
the
than my arm.
I'm gonna save you a lot of aggravation here, because I look at hot dogs as something different.
Okay.
When I came from Cuba as a young man, there was nothing more I wanted in the world than to be an American. And I grew up on the Dick Van Dyke Show, dog.
Sure.
Dick Van Dyke, and a hot dog was superb. So I went as a young man and searched. The better the hot dog, the better American I would be. That was my first 10 years in this country. I fucking love hot dogs. And I'm still, to this day, I'm still a Sabrek guy. And I almost recently, a buddy of mine put an ad on that he was selling his hot dog truck. And there was nothing in the world that I would want to do more than to buy a hot dog truck.
I want to buy it. Is it still around?
I even called him 25 grand flat. His name is Bobby Bender. 25 grand. He's had the business in front of ShopRite, in front of the pool hall, and movie theater for the last 28 years, but he can't do it no more because it's too much of a haul for him from South Jersey. So he put it on Facebook, and I called him and said, how much are you charging? He goes, I want 25 grand for everything. The onions, I got chili, I got everything. The cart, the business. You could move into the cart in front of the hot dog place. Keep it existent there. But
I have a hot dog cart.
Oh my God.
And I love it. But
I
so
love
you're
it.
like the Sabrek.
I'm a Sabrek guy. I like there's a place
Grilled
in
or steamed?
Both. I love them. There's a place in Boulder. Chicago makes a tremendous fucking hot dog. Unbelievable. With the pickles, fucking tremendous. Don't get me. Don't think I'm one of these fucking jerk offs. The New York. Listen, I was
Chicago
418.
dog.
When I did the longest yard, I was 4'8" fucking teen. Okay, and that ain't on Wendy's or McDonald's. But I tell you who makes a nice dog? The Cuban. The Cuban at home dopes up a dog like a fucking savage.
It's all what you put on it.
What you put on it. A Cuban will cut the dog, fry it with the onions in the frying pan, and put mustard as they're cooking it and move it around.
Really?
And then put it on the fucking bun. Tremendous. But then you got a place like Scooby's in Hollywood. You go in there. There's the problem that they've done to the hot dog in this country. They've reinvented it for no fucking reason. Listen, I'll go eat your hot dog. But at the end, when I walk to the car, and I'm not cheap, when I walk to the car and say, wait a second, I just got 3 hot dogs and an order of fries for $32. In Hollywood, that's what it is when you go to Scooby's. They got the best lemonade you've ever had.
But you're right. Now I was in Chicago and checking the places out because Chicago dogs. Okay, so I went to Portillo's. Amazing.
They have one here.
Yeah.
In Buena Park.
Okay, and that's right. And
they're for sale.
But I had
for sale. Portillo's and Buena. I heard the whole chain's for sale. They're getting too old.
$1 billion.
Wow, $1 billion, Lee.
Damn.
A fucking steak place.
That's incredible.
A burger place.
Burger place.
No, not even burger. It's Italian sandwiches.
Italian sandwiches.
Where you should go.
The hot beef with the sausage.
Yeah.
God damn, Lee.
That's the best, isn't it?
God damn, Lee.
Where you should go is what Paula's mom makes. The Mexican, they do bacon around the hot dog.
Too. Yes. That's another angle too.
Oh my! And then they put like mayonnaise.
The street dogs would be good. The problem with the street dogs is they use a shitty hot dog.
Exactly.
If they use the quality hot dog with the bacon,
then
you got a fucking
if they
hot
use a
dog.
Sabra, a Vienna,
a
Nathan's.
A Nathan's. Now we're cooking with fucking gas. Let me tell you something. Ralph's about 3 years ago. Nobody knew about this. Ralph's right here in Sherman Oaks. They had a special for lunch. 2 fucking Nathan's and a soda for $2. Nobody fucking knew about it. I was the only Jew that went in there and ordered it. There was Jews walking around me. Nobody would stop for a hot dog. I'm in there eating fucking 2 for $2 until I'm blown up.
So I go to Portillo's, and I had our PR person with me. So we got the big Italian beef sandwich with all the peppers on it and extra sauce, and we shared it, and then we got a hot dog. And the hot dog, you know what they use? They steam them, and they use an Oscar Mayer hot dog. It's the last hot dog I would think as I view as a quality hot dog.
Not bad.
And it was delicious. It's what you put on it. But see, I think for my restaurant, I want them fried. I want them split down the middle and grilled.
Yes, I like them grilled too. But give them options. You grill it, put it open, put it back, toast a bun. Nothing pisses me off when they give me a cold bun.
You gotta toast the
smack
bun.
them in the fucking mouth. And I'm not talking about sit there. Just put it over the thing while you're staring and talking to me about, did you see the game last night? Look at that girl's ass. It's a magic fucking trick. It's a magic trick. Eat the fucking bun, you cocksucker. They give you this cold fucking bun with a hot dog, and it throws your intestines off.
The buns are always hot at the Bunny Ranch.
Always.
The Bunny Ranch always has hot buns.
The hottest
fucking
bun.
The hottest fucking buns in the world.
I love you, motherfuckers. Let me give a shout out to these sponsors here real quick.
Okay, who are they? Because I want to support
All right,
them.
let me give a shout out to these people who watch the show. They're going to be fans of yours.
Okay.
Jeffrey Wheeler, Henry Villatoro, happy birthday. Wes
Happy
Banks,
birthday.
happy birthday. Joe Rook, I love you, sexy bitch. Ben Christie, Mike Davidson from the UK, and listen to this name, Armando Salgado. He's got about 10 cousins on that fucking bus coming up north. That cocksucker's got a poster of Obama and fried chicken.
Is that Anita Wad? Anita Wad right there? Yeah, I think so. She likes to watch the show. Anita Wad.
Anita Wad. I like it. You throwing me the fuck off here. You know what I'm saying? First off, somebody I got to hook you up with is Aubrey at On It.
Okay.
On It is the next level. It's not a supplement. They're the fucking future.
And what does it do for you?
On It has a thing called Alpha Brain. It's like giving your mind cocaine without the habit. And it makes you very aware. It makes you your dreams become more vivid. You become very clear. Alpha Brain is a great product, but they also got into the protein product. They use hemp protein. It's a cleaner protein. They also have a product called Shroom Tech. Shroom Tech is one of my favorites because it gives you, they use psilocybin fucking mushrooms. I know I'm saying it right. They use mushrooms and they increase your fucking oxygen intake. They're tremendous. They have a Shroom Tech before you get on a flight, so it boosts your immune system.
Oh, okay.
Then, no, you don't trip. Then they have it before you work out, and you get some more. You don't get jittery
this stuff sounds
energy.
great.
So you go to onit.com. It's owned by a friend of mine, Aubrey. Tremendous. He sends me product. I take them myself. Like I said, I love this.
I want the Bunny Ranch to be the international test center for this stuff.
Fucking tremendous. We're going to hook On It up with you. So go to onit.com and press
Church
in the fucking box, just like that. Bam! CHURCH, in case you got a fucking C in spelling. Put it in there, get 10% off, and sign up for the On It program where they send it right to your house the first of the month. So that's what you got to do. You got to get a program where we just mail a piece of fucking ass to your house on the first of the month. They come in, they suka la mink, they do some fucking head sobs, and they go right back to fucking the Bunny Ranch in Reno.
I could see the UPS driver delivering Ava in a big box.
Oh my God. Wrapped up with roses with a fucking chocolate ice cream bun on your little monkey.
With a return label.
Yeah, they come right back. We'll be back in an hour and a half.
Don't strand me in the middle of nowhere.
No. We're going to come back and get you.
So what other sponsors we got?
We got HuluPlus.com.
Oh, you know what? Let me tell you about Hulu.
Talk to me.
Hookers use Hulu.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Be like the hookers. Get Hulu because
Plus.
it works.
They catch up on all that. See, Hulu's are up. Listen, if you're a real hooker after 8 o'clock, you're doing things, okay? You ain't got time to sit there and watch Modern Family and say, look how cute the fucking gay guy is. You're on all fours. You got a guy by the fucking neck. Who's moaning? Did you hear that shit? Or is it my hallucinating? I gotta stop.
No, I heard it too.
You heard it too? Somebody's moaning. Somebody's getting fucked in the building right now. See, wherever you are, somebody's getting their dick sucked
It's true.
20 feet away. I love it. That's the type of energy you get. Hulu Plus, they're tremendous, all right?
I think Hulu is the best thing going right now.
Hulu Plus has niche program. Watch Hulu anywhere, anytime, on any devices, iPhones, iPads. Here's the beauty. $7.99 a month. $7.99 a month. What's that? Fucking $96 a year to get unlimited programming. They're going to get exclusively, they get The Simpsons.
Oh, I love
Starting in September, they're going to get The Simpsons. Go to HuluPlus.com, press
Joey
in the box. Get 2 weeks for free. $7.99. Listen, some people, if you go to the commercial, if you're sitting at home tonight jerking off, you're going to watch it for $7.99 a month. Great, that's great. I give you 2 weeks on the arm for free. Talk to my man Dennis Hof. See if you can walk in the Bunny Ranch and say, hey, give me 2 weeks of a fucking rim job for free. Then I'll decide if I want to sign up. That ain't going to fucking happen. Hulu does it because we're with Hulu. Hulu's with us. We're with them. They're with us.
Now, can I go to your website and find all this?
Yeah, HuluPlus.com.
What's your
JoeyDiaz.net.
JoeyDiaz.net.
And I got banners on all of them. The same thing. Dollar Shave Club. This is a great one for you. Listen, all these
they
girls,
do some shaving. They're shaving some poonie.
This is tremendous. Asshole shave. Well, you got to do something special. You got to get a Filipino to come over with some fucking pigeon juice and rub it on your asshole. Those are the only people that would shave your assholes is Filipinos. Right or wrong?
What's pigeon juice?
Pigeon juice. They use pigeons for everything when you're Filipino. They're magicians. They do everything. They fucking rub them.
One time we were at the Stern Show and this girl had a big party and it's just like, oh, it was $20,000 something. Howard said you could buy a Filipino family for that.
For 20 G's, they'll show up, pigeons all fucking day. It's over. Anyway, listen, you got to go to the supermarket. You got to go wherever, stand online. You got to buy those razors. If you don't buy the right razors, it gives you, when you're eating pussy, you can see all the stubbles. You don't want to do that.
No, you don't want stubble.
Or razor burn. Nobody likes that.
What you want to do is this. And if not, you got to pay $20-$30 for a razor. And it comes with a flashlight, a hood, a stereo, an iPad. You don't need that. You need 2 blades. You need some aloe on that fucking monkey. What Dollar Shave Club is this? They mail this shit to your house. They got $1 a month, $6 a month, or $9 a month. You go online, you sign up. They also have one wipe Charlies. You know what a one wipe Charlie is?
No.
You wipe your little muffler with it or your helmet, and it smells like peppermint patty. It's Christmas every fucking day in your house. It smells like Santa Claus's wife sucking dick. It's peppermint patties. What else? What else they got, dog? They got everything.
They got the shave butter.
They got the shave butter. I mean, tremendous shit. And I'm not
Really?
The razors are fucking tremendous. Okay? The razors come to your door on the 1st of the month. You get an email like on the 29th. They tell you your razors are on the way. What package you want to go to is what you want to go to. The dollar package, you get a single blade. That's great too. The fucking blade they give you, the hammer, you can hit somebody as a weapon. I take them on the road with me. I shave with them. That's why I cut my fucking face. Number 2, they got the $6 plan. They give you 2 blades. All right? Then you got the fucking $9 plan where they give you 2 blades and aloe, and then they send them right to your mail. You don't got to go online. You don't got to get no fucking...
Will one of those blades last you for a week or 2?
2 or 3 weeks. I don't
Really?
even use them all. That's how good they are. I'm not even bullshitting you, not because they're my sponsor. I use this myself. Hulu Plus, my wife uses. I use on it. I don't fuck around. Right here, look. What is that? Go to Dollar Shave Club, press
Church
in the box, and get 2 weeks for free, $7.99 a month. That's
Hulu Plus. That's Joey.
That's Joey. Well, make up your fucking mind. Why are you confusing me?
No.
Hulu Plus is Joey.
You just mixed
Hulu Plus is what?
Joey.
All right, and Dollar Shave Club is
Church.
Then make up your fucking mind. You got me all confused. You know I ain't an edible.
Oh.
All right, now I want to welcome my new sponsor, HitEcigs.com. Whether you want a cigar, whether you want fucking a cigarette, they'll get you off the cigarettes. Let's say you want to quit smoking, boom. You get a 24 milligram to get the party started. After a week, you go to 16. After another week, you go to 8. After another week, boom, you're smoking a cigarette with no
Nicotine.
Nicotine. Thank you, Lee. It's good to have you on my corner here, you fucking stuttering cocksucker. Now, you get this right here, Hitty Cigs. You know why I like them? They're better tasting and they last long. We've been puffing on this cigar all night. Lee, not tremendous or what? Tell me you don't feel like going to the Bunny Ranch right now, smoking a cigar and blowing it in some chick's fucking face if you were there right now, like Don Corleone. You would.
That would be amazing.
Don't fuck around.
I've watched you guys smoke these all night long.
All night long. Tremendous.
Yeah, and you're loving it. That's
I like
great.
the cigarette one, but I also, this cigar is perfect. You can go to Vegas. I go to Bunny Ranch. Nobody's feelings get hurt. Hey, Chubby, get the fuck out of here with that cigar. You're never going to hear that shit. I love these things. I'm a firm believer in these things.
Now, wouldn't you enjoy having a nice hot chick below you while you're smoking your cigar?
I want to do a lot of things. I just don't want, that's no creative. I want to pick her up and eat her ass and finger her very gently.
You're an oral guy.
He's so oral.
Oh, I love all.
So
That's
oral.
my world because I come in a minute and a half, 2 minutes. That chick destroyed my fucking machine. Before I met her,
You need to come back up
before
to
I
this
met
ranch.
this girl,
It's-
I was a
it's
dry
really
humping
important.
machine. I used to dry hump bitches till they couldn't walk home. They would have to call their fathers to come get them. I was a dry humping motherfucker. I'd get that fucking dick and pile it into that fucking Lee strip because you always got that Lee jean strip. They were,
Oh yeah.
in the 70s, girls wore
Oh, yeah.
Lees. That's it. And those Lees had that strip. You dry hump the Lee and go. Forget it. I get excited just thinking about it.
You know.
What the fuck, Lee? Go to HitE6.com right now today. These are my favorite out there. They're better taste and they last long. The cigarettes, they got a fucking deal like 12,000 fucking puffs. You know how many puffs is that you'll be puffing? I think one of them is equal to 4 packs of cigarettes.
Yeah.
These go
I
for
can see
20
you going to
Wow.
Hulu and sitting around smoking your e-cig all night long.
all night like a doctor.
Yeah.
After you shave.
After you shave.
Oh, of course, you got to shave
And
before
especially after you
do that.
shave your nutsack or you shave somebody's manquois. You need to
There's a
relax.
trick to saving your nutsack, and so this saver would be the ideal thing.
I'm telling you right now. HitE6.com. Go to the box and press what?
Joey's Church.
Joey's Church. Joe apostrophe S.
No.
Check what?
No apostrophe.
All right, whatever. CHURCH. Joey's Church. Go there right
All
now.
right, let me-
Get 20% off anything. And last week they were giving away free cigars and free. I think you got one for like $1.
Yeah.
Your yarmulke with a cigar.
What's all this going to cost? It's going to cost $7.99 for Hulu.
$7.99 for
And
Hulu.
it's going to cost me $1 a month for the shave.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you're going to go up a grade. You're
Okay,
gonna go to
$6.
Right.
So now I'm in this $14.
Right.
Okay, and an e-cig, what's that going to cigar?
It's going to cost you $20. You get $4 off that if you use
So
the code.
With free shipping, by the
But
way.
they
And free
last you
shipping,
forever,
you don't fuck with it.
apparently.
So you're like $34. You got
You're
a
only
whole
going to
month.
puff these at night. You're not going to puff them all day like a Puerto Rican.
No.
You're going to puff these at night.
No Puerto Ricans allowed.
You're not going to go out there and hang out with Ricans.
You're a funny motherfucker.
We're trying to have a good fucking time here. It's Monday night, and I'm happy you came down.
I
to
had a great
drop
time.
some
Ava,
knowledge on us.
I
and,
had such a good time. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
you. Thank you for smoking with me. Got a little high. He ate an edible. Lee,
See, I was going to start the show and out you guys and say I'm the only one that's going to make sense tonight because these two are so fucking high. But you guys
It's
did
not
good.
even true.
You
This
guys
is our fucking
maintained.
world.
We're
This is our
functional.
world.
maintained.
We're
This is our
functional.
world.
I'm amazing.
And I ate like a s'more. I haven't eaten an edible since the podcast, the live podcast up at
s'mores.
the Ice House. And they got this new s'more that they dip it in THC butter. The lady said, try it.
Get
so
out.
I ate one of those. I brought you that. Those things are tremendous, Ava. Enjoy those.
The Green Hornets.
It's
Yeah,
cute. It
really
looks like a
well.
little Jolly Rancher or something.
Yeah, they taste tremendous,
Oh,
too.
it's
Lee only
gummy.
ate a half of it. Yeah, it's a gummy
Interesting.
bear. Let me tell you what happened.
Leave my
left it
fucking edibles alone.
I left it in the car and it melted last week.
Ugh,
I took it home. I put it in the freezer. I came back. Me and Lee split it. How high were we?
Oh my God.
You went home and seen the Jewish
Now-
devil, did you not?
Now,
did.
did these guys that give you these edibles? Do they advertise on your show?
No.
Well,
I
they
went
should.
and bought those. I went and bought
They
those.
should though.
You know what they used to? We used to do something with them. We get free edibles. I think they switched marketing people. They switched their marketing around.
But they're good.
Well,
Dennis
then we
Hof?
should motherfuck them then until they come back.
Nah, they're okay. Dennis, it was a fucking pleasure. Ava, I love you with all my heart. You're beautiful. I wish you luck in your medical career, and I'm happy you did this.
Thank
At least you
you.
got the balls to take the world by the fucking balls. Got it.
Well, you guys are fun, and I can't wait to get you up there. I'm
You
giving
guys gotta come.
Yep, my birthday.
Tomorrow, I'm calling Wayne. Tomorrow, I'm going up there. I'm calling
Okay.
Wayne to book a date.
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna hold you
Okay.
to it. You
Well,
don't
and
want
Now
don't
my
hurt
birthday,
my
my
feelings.
birthday party is September 13th, a private party. Okay, and the owner of the Lakers and I have a joint birthday party for 18 years. Everybody you ever wanted to meet on Celebrity Rehab will be there. Okay, and it's a fun party. There'll be 200 girls there, and it's a perfect time. It's a party you could bring your wife to if you wanted to, or if you just want to do a little eating, a little manchado. You could be munching on a bunch of.
September 13th, Lee. I'm open that day, cocksucker. You're open too. I don't want to hear that you're going to some fun. Where'd you go? Tell them where you went last Friday.
Where?
Tell them where you went to do last Friday.
Oh, my girlfriend and I we did a cooking class, a crepe class.
Should I smack them now or
Hey,
fucking later?
you ate the crepes.
It was
I
tremendous.
like that.
I was
Crepes are
mad at you for 3
great.
days.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sure they bonded.
We're
It was
gonna cook up
probably
some. We're gonna
awesome.
cook up. I'm gonna get Joey set up with the bunny buffet, and that's 4 girls all laying on the bed next
Let's
to
get
each
Terry
other.
on the. Let's get her on the phone. Oh, I'd love to have.
It's a round robin. You start on one. You start. It's a Neapolitan. Okay, and then you start off with a blonde, and then you go to the redhead. Okay, and then you go to the brunette. That's the Neapolitan, and then we throw in an extra scoop of chocolate for the 4th girl.
That's the same present that Ed Too Tall Jones gave Hollywood Henderson for his 28th birthday when they were Dallas Cowboys.
Really? Wow! And you can relive that experience.
Fuck yeah. In fact, I got invited tomorrow to go to the Raider Cowboy game when my baby gets car sick. They're doing right here, Thousand Oaks, Oxnard.
Yeah, Oxnard.
That's where their training camp is. So
Wow.
somebody said they're going up there, they have passes, that they have a place for the children to play. I would have fucking canceled everything, gone up there tomorrow. But
You're coming to my birthday party.
I love you, man.
I'm
Thank
flying you
very
up here,
much.
and we're gonna have
What's the
some fun.
website they can go and check out the girls?
BunnyRanch.com. Find us on online shopping in the world. We make Amazon look like nothing. When you got hot chicks, you got it all at BunnyRanch.com. And watch our HBO show. Set your TiVo. It's called TiHo in our world, and it's on Hooker Box Office Cathouse. Hooker Box. That's what HBO means.
I really fucking
See,
got to
I know
love you.
because I'm going to tell you because you're a New Yorker, an East Coast guy. The real ending to The Sopranos. Now, Meadow, first of all, it was 2 years, okay, and you're going to find out why it took 2 years to get that last show. Meadow runs into the restaurant, remember, and Tony and his wife are in there, are eating, having dinner, and Meadow runs in and it went black. But what you didn't hear, because they cut it out, is Meadow says, "Dad, Mom, I got accepted at the Bunny Ranch after 2 years." That's why it went black.
You like that, cocksucker?
Yeah.
I love you. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Dennis. Thank you again, Ava.
You
You're
are a
beautiful.
trip
Good
to
luck.
paradise. What a
The Flying Jew. Who's better than you?
Nobody.
And my man over here from Newark in the house visiting. I love the.
Do you have any shows coming up?
I got nothing.
Okay.
I'm going to Paducah. I'll be doing a show Friday night at a coffee shop in Paducah at my family's reunion. I don't know the name of the coffee shop. I'll find out and let you people know. Besides that, I'm home. I'm having surgery on the 26th, so I'm home. I'm having knee surgery.
Good luck. Good luck.
Get
What
that
are
out
they
of the
doing
way.
to it?
Arthroscopic
meniscus?
meniscus, arthritis. I'll be in the pool when the stitches come out. I'll be fucking.
The rehab is the trick,
The rehab is the repertoire.
and I didn't do a good job on that. I need
No,
to
that's
do.
the
I need
most
to do more.
important thing. Good night. We love you. Stay black, cocksuckers. Hit it, Lee.
Oh my goodness. Now that the show's over, don't forget to sign up for your free trial of Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus lets you binge on thousands of hit shows anytime, anywhere on your TV, PC, smartphone, or tablet. Support this podcast and get an extended free trial of Hulu Plus when you go to huluplus.com/Joey or go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Hulu Plus banner. Don't forget to sign up for dollarshaveclub.com. Get high-quality razors sent to your door every month for a fraction of what you pay at retail. Now, go to dollarshaveclub.com/church or just go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Dollar Shave Club banner. The show is also sponsored by Onnit.com. Go there for Apple Brain, New Mood, Shroom Tech, Community Sport. Use code word church to get 10% off. And go to hitesigs.com and use code word Joey's Church to get 20% off of some really cool vapor pens.